Jeremy, I've been holding out on you. You've been wanting to listen to this.
Because I don't know anything, and I've intentionally. War of the Worlds. That's the one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have lost that one. But we had, what's his name? He's old, but he looks young.
Your dad?
Oh, thank you. No,
The actor?
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Tom Cruise.
There you go. He's like 65.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro, he looks good for 65. I'm just saying.
That's wild.
Anywho.
Sorry, I had to figure it out because this is gonna bug me.
Yeah, I saw you sitting over there quiet.
Just tapping away.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Cicada.
Anyway.
I'm locked in.
Anyway.
I'm locked in.
Anyway. So January 2012, the year the world ended.
Dude, that's the year I graduated.
Wow.
I'm older than you.
The year the world ended. 2012.
Andrew was just like getting into kindergarten in 2012.
So January 4th, 2012, a mysterious image was posted.
As you can see, he needed to stay in kindergarten.
A mysterious image was posted on the all-important website 4chan. 4chan. And it was anonymous.
They always are.
Always. But it had the message on the image saying, "We are looking for highly intelligent individuals. To find them, we have devised a test."
This 4chan post.
Yep.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. But it appeared simple at first, and it contained hidden steganographic.
Stegosauruses.
Steganographic data that pointed to further clues.
Stenography.
C. So the participants discovered hidden messages in the image, leading to URLs and telephone numbers and eventually to GPS coordinates around the world. So it ended up being literally a bottleneck, right? Anybody and everybody that could figure this one image out led to another clue, And eventually, they wanted it to just be people that could afford to go to these places around the world, coordinates. But before I get into all that, but at least these global coordinates in places, I can't read, at these global coordinates in places like Paris, Warsaw, Seoul, Mexico, Russia, and the United States, physical posters with QR codes and further clues were found. Now, I'm not going to get real in-depth with this because it can get extremely in-depth. There's one guy that had an 1.5-hour video going detail by detail.
We're going to watch it frame by frame and analyze it.
Right now.
Yeah.
Live in New York.
It was
I don't know why my brain.
live in New York.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Late night show.
Times Square.
So a lot of these clues at first, it went from image to image to image to image, and there was clues hidden in there. There was puzzles within the images. Some of the images meant something where somebody went to go somewhere. There was a certain code. I forgot the name of it, but you take the alphabet, right? Let's say
You shift the letters.
you shift the letters 3 down, and then
It's a cipher.
Yeah, it's a cipher. That's what I was trying to think of, but it's a particular cipher I can't remember the name of.
There's a bunch of them. There's like Atbash cipher. There's the Roman cipher. It's probably one of those where they literally shift it.
Right. I mean, it's super simple to crack once you know what the code is. So you can have a book. One of them was a book that you had to go through on one of the pages and do that and find the next
The
clue.
Caesar cipher.
Caesar cipher. And so it goes on like that. So the second puzzle, this was in January 2013, a year later. Exactly 1 year later, another puzzle image appeared on 4chan, authenticated by a PGP signature that verified it was an official Cicada release. Are you aware of a PGP signature?
No.
No.
It's like a digital seal,
Yes.
basically.
So that it can authenticate where it comes from.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's like a cryptography thing, but for digital reasons.
Oh, it's not a Cicada specific.
No, it's
Okay, then yes, I do know what you're talking about. I thought this was like a Cicada.
it's a
specific
digital
thing.
receipt saying, "Hey, this is
Yeah.
real."
Yeah.
because I mean at that point there was a few other people that were faking it and
Right.
just
Yeah.
going along with it, trying to get attention on their own
Yeah.
pages.
Get big enough, you get copycats.
So the second set followed a similar structure. Cryptographic puzzles, book ciphers, audio clues, and more real-world elements. And one of the notable artifacts from this set is Liber Primus. Liber Primus, which means first book. And it's a text written entirely in runes containing philosophical and coded messages still largely untranslated and unresolved. Still to this day.
We'll get to work, Andrew.
I know. But it has to do with a lot of like Mayan, I believe it was Mayan ruins.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
So, again, I'm moving along in this real quick because this is just a brief overview again, because I really don't want to sit here for an hour and a half explaining all this and all the details. But third puzzle, 2014 January, another year. So that
You're like one a year.
count with me now. 2012, 2013, 2014.
Hopefully
3
there's
years.
not more than one more because I can only count to 4.
Well,
Then you go 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-4-1, 4-4, like
I-
that.
41.
Does not compute.
10-1.
Do you remember the side note? Do you remember the guy that was going on Instagram and it blew up real quick? He was from like the Philippines. You know, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
No.
and you just sing numbers. And he was like real high pitched
No.
voice and
Wait,
no,
he's like a really skinny guy?
yeah.
Okay, I think I know.
And he would always say, "I love you."
Yes,
or
yes,
something,
yes,
sing.
yes.
Yeah. My brain. So, a third official set of clues followed the same pattern, but this one remains publicly unsolved again. Unlike the earlier puzzles, the 2014 run became increasingly cryptic. So, they started getting harder and harder and harder again to narrow, bottleneck the people that are solving it.
Do you think it actually is solved and they're just saying it's unsolved?
Could be. I'll get into that later on.
Because it doesn't make any sense to get harder and harder if they've already failed earlier.
No, so
Yeah.
they were
Unless you're just putting it out there just to see if somebody at the end of it pops out
no
or
the
figures it.
so the winners of the puzzles each year, they get a individual message that goes along with the next cipher, the next puzzle. So those people can continue, and eventually it goes to only those people that win that can go to the next. They'll get a message at the end of solving that puzzle to go in. So it's not, at first it's a very broad stroke, and first 2 years is a very broad stroke, and then in the third year it starts really narrowing down to the point of only a select few when I say a select few, I mean still thousands, but less than it was before. So it's not like it refreshes every time. Like the clues,
You would have to, like, if you
the
were
clues go back to the first, and they're all woven together.
So if let's say us three get the first message, if you were the only one to figure it out, you would be the only one to get the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just weeding out people at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So, makes sense? Do you need me to explain anymore?
No, I get it, but it doesn't make sense with. You said nobody solved the other one.
Correct. But there's that. I'll get into it because that book still still goes with the very last puzzle, and it even talks about it, saying like that's the key. So there's a lot that's been translated and uncovered and figured out, but there's still a large amount that hasn't been. It all makes sense.
Okay.
Trust me, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
So unlike the earlier puzzles, the 2014 run became increasingly cryptic, and many solvers believed the Liber Primus holds the key. But progress has been slow or stalled at this point. Now 2015. Now, no official new puzzles appeared on January 4th, 2015. And the group has remained largely silent since 2014. A PGP sign statement warning against imposters was released in April of 2017. The lack of further puzzles and the unsolved Liber Primus contribute to ongoing speculation. So
we're stuck.
yes,
Now, the Liber Primus, was this something that was compiled together?
yes,
Okay.
it was like a book,
Like the handbook or something.
that had to be translated, and that goes along with a few other images that were posted, along with like a Holy Grail that was posted also. And it said that the Liber Primus was the key.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now, and it's basic. Yeah, the way that you're describing is probably the best. It's like what we know of it written down, basically. Like our playbook of what it has done so far, or how we've solved the older stuff.
So the reason why it's called Cicada 3301 is, I believe it was the second puzzle in 2013 that this group posted the cicada. And every time that something was posted on 4chan, they wrote the message and signed it off with 3301. So it's really just called Cicada 3301 because that image of the cicada was just
Basically their
popular.
logo.
Yeah. And then they put the 3301 because it was the sign off. Now, they said, the group that posted on 4chan said that they are an anonymous group, that they are fighting for freedom and for privacy across the globe, and that they do not accept any criminals or anybody that is committing crime at all. But they are trying to, promote freedom around the world. That's what they said. So a lot of people are speculating that it could be MI6, CIA, FBI.
All people who have done crimes.
Yeah. That's where that comes in. Some kind of intelligence agency, possibly from some country. Now, the QR codes that were posted all over the world, You had to go to those locations and physically sign those QR codes. So
okay.
that's another way that they bottleneck this down.
Because I was wondering, like, if I go and I take a picture when I'm in some other part of the country and just post it, then everybody can scan the thing.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
sense.
there were a few people that took a video of it and said that they found it and they scanned it and whatever. But at some point, the group said that if you share any information, that you would be kicked out and you would be eliminated. And they had to solve it on their own. And there were several people that were eliminated because they started sharing things on the internet. And they would, how they eliminated you would be that they wouldn't send you any information, regardless if you solved that puzzle for that time. So they knew who you were.
That's wild.
So it was a group of hackers, basically. They knew who you were, and they knew if you shared information or collaborated with anybody else. And go ahead.
So, like, how did you come to the conclusion that they're hackers? Because personally, and there's only one caveat to this, is I would think it was somebody like Anonymous, the group, but they have done crimes.
Yeah.
Now that's based on what they think is a crime, obviously, because they think everything that they do is on the up and up, and it's for the freedom of the people.
Right. Yeah, they have one of the videos that I watched, they mentioned Anonymous, that it was people might have thought that it was Anonymous.
Oh, so they
trying to recruit for Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
But Anonymous isn't an actual group, it's just random individuals that are posing as Anonymous.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a group of people.
I know that's a whole separate thing.
Yeah. Maybe we should do a video about that, because I remember when that came out and I was like,
yeah,
oh my gosh, they're going to bring down the government.
You believed them?
Yeah, well, I was a kid. I don't even know how old I was.
No excuse.
I was probably in middle school when that came out. Golly, that's crazy. But okay, so any questions that you may have, because I'm kind of at a
no, I understand.
Blank.
I understand.
Right now.
I still just think it's dumb.
Okay.
I think it's dumb.
Why?
Because, like,
how else would, like,
because I didn't come up with it. So no, I just
like, if let's say that they are doing what they say that they are doing, and that is looking for individuals,
Right.
instead of like trying to recruit people with the highest test scores out of colleges and stuff like that within cryptography or whatever else, why not find homegrown people like that? Assuming this is like real, obviously. You have to jump over that hurdle.
well, it's definitely something.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope that they are looking for people. Like it, I want it to be real. I'll say that.
I mean, it is real in the sense of
Like the things are real, but I want the organization or the people
someone
behind it to be a
someone
real
put
thing.
in the time, effort, and money to do
Right.
it, regardless of if there's actually who they're claiming to be. Somebody.
Unless you're just some super rich millionaire who's
Somebody-
like, I'm
well-
going to mess with people.
Well,
That is another theory too.
Yeah.
even if that's the case, they still have to be pretty smart.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a very, very sophisticated operation,
Now,
because each puzzle ties in with the next.
yeah.
So they thought about all of it before they started posting.
Which is kind of why what I was asking. 'Cause I understood that it's all connected like that, but it just is like, if it requires doing the previous to continue, and nobody's done the previous,
Well, I
why
explained
would
that.
you continue? Was my
I
Well,
explained that.
The thing is,
bad.
they said, let's say you got it, and they tell you, well, you can't continue on anymore if you leak this.
yeah, but Andrew said nobody solved it.
Yeah,
that we
so
know
I
of.
so I explained that bad.
Which is why I said, do you think people actually solved it? And they're just aren't saying they solved it.
That is a big possibility.
Because like, yeah, to me, it just doesn't make sense to.
Okay, so let me re-explain it because I agree with you. I did explain that bad.
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying that you said. So
Don't put words in my mouth, boy.
okay.
I gotta go.
So there are aspects within the first puzzle that haven't been solved. But in order to go to the next puzzle, there are a certain amount of people that had to solve some aspects of it. So it's a multi-layered puzzle. There's multiple layers to each thing, to each post.
Yeah.
And once you get to a certain point, then you can go to the next puzzle for the next year.
So it's basically like a big video game where you can complete the main story, but you aren't necessarily 100%ing it.
Yeah.
So is it more like there's 10 puzzles? If you complete 7 of them, you can go to the next set that references the previous puzzles.
Well,
Is it closer to that kind of an idea?
It's sort of what it sounds like.
And nobody's done all of them, but maybe all of them have been solved. Just not nobody has done all of them.
I've
like
heard the theory. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I've heard the theory that the way it is set up is to find the strengths and the weaknesses of individuals. So let's say you're really good at cryptography, but you don't know diddly about like the web and PGPs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're really good over here. And it's sort of like a recruitment thing. That's where it goes back to the CIA, FBI, MI6, all that. MI6, Mission Impossible 6.
which does have some credibility to it because these organizations have done something like that in the past. Where, for example, the CIA, I believe they put a word search, out of all things.
Yes, I remember this.
In a newspaper. And those that actually solved the word search would have a job interview. And they could accept the job or not accept the job.
Yeah.
So, and that was, when was that? That was like
when newspapers were a thing.
Yeah. So it was
Still
like
a while ago.
Probably the 70s.
Yeah.
I imagine. That sounds like a good time.
Back before Indeed was a thing. But I think if you're going to go through all the trouble of it all, why not just be real at the end of the day?
Like the Liber Primus, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Liber Primus.
I think is, yeah. Correct us down below in the comments if you know how it's pronounced.
Like that full book has not been solved publicly. Nobody knows anybody that has solved it completely. They know that there are some pages within it that has been solved. But I believe one of the last posts that Cicada 3301 posted was that it was the key. The Liber Primus was the key out of all the puzzles.
Are they still trying?
I'm sure there's still people.
Yeah, there's
out
still
there.
people that are trying. At least some of them. I'm sure the vast majority, 99%, have lost interest in it. But the majority of people believe that it has been solved because, like Cicada 3301 said on 4chan, nobody posts anything about it.
Yeah.
Nobody collaborate. If you do, you're out. So a lot of people are speculating that it has been solved. That's why they haven't posted on 4chan any since 2015.
They found their individuals.
Yeah. Whether it was one person out of the entire world or a handful.
Yeah.
That they found. So unless my theory is, this is just a stupid theory, but I'm sure a lot of people have thought about it. With it being, there was a cicada as one of the images. Maybe in a cycle like cicadas do.
That's when you get more.
That's when they get more.
Oh.
Like you have the annual cicadas, right, which come up every year. That's why it's annual. but then you have the
Mega Bloom.
right, some that come out every 17 years, some that come out every 14 years. So maybe they could be waiting 14 years from 2012 to put another post out.
So subscribe, and if it comes back, we'll be talking about it.
What if they're like 2109 and they're from 3301 and that's why?
Oh,
2109.
Yeah.
Dottleston messages.
Oh.
See, I was listening, bro.
I know. One of y'all.
I don't know what we talked about last week. The only thing I care about is plasmoids.
Plas boys.
Flies, boy.
Plasboys.
My question for you guys on it is, if it was you doing it,
No, it's not me.
How would you
I'll
do
answer
it?
you.
No.
It's not me.
that's
like
exactly what you would say if you were
actually-
doing it.
It's exactly what I'd say if I was doing it. You're right.
actually coming up with the puzzles and everything,
Yeah.
I'd stop. First one.
That's just too hard. There you go.
I'm not a puzzle guy. I can't.
Dude,
I've tried.
I love puzzles.
No,
Not physical puzzles, but like.
I don't like escape rooms.
Really?
I don't.
Dude, I love that stuff.
I think escape room is fun.
But anywho, I'm getting away from anyway.
So Cicada 3301, I don't really know what to think about it. I mean, it is what it is. People like doing the puzzles and people like enjoying puzzles. I don't.